Alrighty, good afternoon, everybody. Sorry for the little delay. I was eating lunch. I had to run to the store real quick to grab some stuff because I'm making dinner tonight. It's my turn, and unfortunately, that meant I had to go all the way to the store. Not far, but still, like it took a good like 5-10 minutes trying to find what I was looking for. Because for some reason, like I don't know why grocery stores like doing this. They always put the weirdest things together. Like, I understand, like, I was looking for breadcrumbs, so obviously it would be by the baking supplies. But still, like, they put them in the most random spots. Like, it was at the very end, at the top shelf, way above where I was looking for. And obviously I could have asked for help, but I was like, it shouldn't be this hard to look for one specific item. Anyway. So then I went to the store, grabbed some lunch, and then quickly ate, and then I forgot to feed my dog, so I did that. And that's why I'm 15 minutes behind schedule. So anyway, I apologize for everything. Hopefully you guys have been fine ever since I was gone on my vacation. I took a quick few days off so I can go spend time with my family, spend time with friends. And so, sorry. And so I decided to, you know what, I need some time. I've been streaming a lot, been having a lot of time with how would I say it? Oh, I've had a lot of time to just like refresh, take a mental break. So that's what I've been doing. And I apologize, my connection today has been very bad. So if I drop out, I'm sorry, or if things are laggy, then I apologize. There's only so much I can do for this today. I probably have to see about getting my own connection or my own modem or something like that, because while I don't mind the lag at times. Sometimes it's like I feel like it detracts from the experience, so I'll have to look into that. Anyway, we're getting back in today with some Ace Attorney as usual. I think the last time we were here, we had Kudo on the stand, and so I think it's time we have to do another cross-examination. I believe. I think we've just got our I think we just got our into the next testimony for him. I think that's where we left off. Okay, so give me 1 second. Let me just make sure I have everything running smoothly. Make sure there's nothing Alright, give me 1 second. Maybe let me just adjust one thing. Okay. And yeah. Okay, so there. Okay. And okay, let's get back into this. Sorry about that. Okay, let's go. So, what do you have to say, old man? What do you have to say for yourself?
He was another of those pesky young types, wearing a broken pair of spectacles. He had a newspaper in his right hand, and the noisy brat kept rustling its pages. The young man was listening to the wireless. I remember that. Then the serving girl in question brought over the Javachino. The little fidget picked up the cup with his free hand and took a sip.
The testimony we have just heard was to test how credible the witness's memory is. It seems to me that he remembers the victim in a great deal of detail.
Oh yes, I hate those you-know-what types who are so vague about everything.
How are we going to handle this, Nick? Sorry, I'm a little hoarse today.
We only need to do one thing. We just need to prove that the old man's memory is shot.
Just trip him up, you mean? Isn't that kind of cruel?
I don't know, Maya. For something like this, where this guy is like, I wouldn't say sus, but with someone like this, where like it's kind of like his memory probably wouldn't be the best, I would kind of say like I would probably bet good money that he probably doesn't know a lot of what he claims to know, if you catch my drift. Anyway, let me just quickly adjust my camera so you guys can see the evidence better. I'll be smaller for this game, but you need to see the people's names. So give me 1 second. Okay, this should be better. Alrighty, let's get back into it, shall we? I suppose, but it's what I do best. True. Spectacles?
Dark glasses to you. One of the lenses was green, but the other was broken. Newfangled rubbish. That's why I remember him so well. So very, very well.
He did have some kind of lens over his left eye, but I wouldn't have called it a pair of glasses.
He seems to have been wearing some rather modern-looking shades. Very swag indeed.
Oh god, imagine like,
You know what? I like his style. I'm gonna go buy myself a pair of those shades right now. Excuse me, everybody.
he like goes,
Yes, I want to look swag like new kids.
like, poor Judge, like, he probably has those times where like he wants to be like hip and cool with the youth, but like when he does it, everyone's like, yeah, no, Gramps, sorry, you're not gonna, like, you just ruined literally everything. So while you have fun with your little things, we're just gonna go backtrack. Thank you. You know what, G? No, you're hip and cool just as you are. You hear me?
Perhaps I should.
Yep, he listened to me.
Perhaps I should take to wearing some and rival Mr. Kudo's sharp appearance.
We better come up with something sharp and quick.
Guess I'll wait and see if I should challenge him about the spectacles.
He had a newspaper in his right hand, and the noisy brat kept rustling its pages.
The newspaper was a sports paper, was it?
That young hooligan, I nearly asked him, can't you even read without fidgeting? How was I supposed to be able to read the back page with all that wrestling going on? I needed to find out if Guts and Braun retained his championship title.
It was his paper, not yours. If you wanted to know so bad, why didn't you buy your own?
What are you looking at me for, How dare you judge me? Ow! Ow!
Guts and Braun got beaten yesterday, by the way, anyway.
The young man was listening to the wireless. I remember that.
The wireless?
The decadent young rascal. In my day, it was one or the other. Read the paper or listen to the wireless.
Oh boy.
And using an earpiece. It's selfish, that's what it is.
So he basically wants to mooch off of other people with no consequences. He just wants everything free, basically. I see how you are, you old man. I don't care what you say. You're just like any old man that I know. Any other old man. Okay, back to what we were going for. Nope, wrong button.
I was straining my ears, but I couldn't catch any of it.
Was he that desperate to listen to the radio?
What are you looking at me like that for? How dare you? Ow! Ow! Then the servant girl in question brought over the Javachino.
You mean the waitress, who you only saw from behind, right?
You're one of those, are you? You never let anything go. Isn't that right?
Why am I making him sound like this? Maybe. He's like, maybe.
What does it matter if I saw her from behind or from the front? How dare you? Ow! Ow!
I better not push it until I got some hard evidence. Okay, we gotta keep pushing through. Is free hand?
Yes. Free hand. Free-handed. He was doing it without using his hands.
Which hand was that?
Weren't you listening before? Cloth ears. I said he was rustling the newspaper with his right hand, didn't I? If his free hand was in his right hand, well, which one is it, you moron? Ow, ow!
Huh. Perhaps the great Mr. Trite has 3 hands. Well, he has 3 legs if you catch my drift. How do I know this? Oh, I know only too well. I mean...
Yeesh. I was only asking. No need to gang up on me and treat me like a freak. The whole point of this cross-examination is to establish just one thing. That this old guy's memory has more holes than a slice of Swiss. That face of his.
I guess we just need to find a contradiction in his testimony somewhere, huh?
Anything will do. Even the smallest detail. We just need one mistake. and he's ours. Okay, let's take a look at the evidence that we have on hand. Okay, so let me see what we got here. Okay, none of this really. Okay, that doesn't help us because we don't know who the frick that guy is. Oh, right here. Because okay, here's my thing. Notice how there's a stain from the coffee right over here. Well, if you hold the cup like this, in order to have this one, you have to hold it with your right hand. However, he just stated his free hand was his left. So tell me, can you drink coffee with your left hand like this? You tell me how you do that. So, I think we got ourselves a little thing right here. Wouldn't you say? Wouldn't you say, Mr. Kudo? Well, I'm gonna make sure you regret that. I'm gonna make sure you regret everything you just said. Okay, so making sure that there's nothing else I had to do. Okay, yep. That, and there we go. So, shall we? Ta-da! Mr. Kudo, do you remember what you were told at the start of this testimony? That this was a way of testing the credibility of your memory.
I know. There's nothing wrong with my memory. I tell you, nothing. If I got anything wrong, I'll eat these seeds and sing the pigeon song.
Well, you better get ready to start eating and singing.
Care to tell us where this is going, Trite?
According to Mr. Kudo, the victim was holding the paper in his right hand, while drinking coffee with his free hand, which would make that his left.
What is this, kindergarten?
But I would like the court to please take a look at this.
That's the cup the victim used, correct?
Yes, and on the rim, you'll notice that the mark left by the victim's lips.
Yes, there is a stain left by the coffee.
If you consider where that stain is, you'll clearly see that the victim was holding the cup in his right hand.
But how?
Well, Mr. Kudo, the court is waiting for your epic performance. Sing and eat those bird seeds. You said you'd eat those seeds and sing the pigeon song.
Mr. Kudo, I'm afraid this is simply not acceptable. I think the witness had better go back to the park where he can...
Wait!
Windows like,
Wait! If you think I'm going to stand here and listen to you tell me I'm mad, you're wrong. You're just wrong. You got that right. You got that, you filthy scumbag.
sir, I'm over here.
Oh, sorry. I don't care about that dirty coffee cup. I know what I saw.
You still insist on your testimony. I don't... oh boy, I don't give a shit anymore. Nor do I believe you.
That young brat was holding the cup in his left hand. Oh yes, no question. I'm a good law-abiding citizen, I am. It's the dead young hotbot and you spiky-haired yahoo, are at fault.
Who, me?
Thank you, old man. We've heard quite enough from you already.
Don't call me old man, old man. Been around for 68 years, I have. You can't ignore me. Listen to what I've got to say.
I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but...
Sure, why not hear a little more?
Mr. Kudo!
But this is my 16th cup of coffee.
How have you not died of a heart attack yet? My God, 16 cups of coffee.
So, this is your final stand.
Thank you, Captain. You can rely on Victor. The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. He kept fiddling with it all the time. He was fiddling with it just before he picked up the cup, too. And then he used the same hand to pick up the cup, his left hand.
We know that the victim was wearing an unusual monocle over his left eye.
It wasn't a monocle, Your Honor. It was a small computer monitor often used by programmers.
A monitor? You mean like a television screen? Or like the one I had back when I was born in the year of 1911?
No, I don't. I think television was invented around the 40s. I want to say. I forget. I don't know timelines. Like, let me see. How? Like, you know what? I'm actually very interested. When was the television invented? Let's see. Go to that. Oh, come on there. When was TV invented? 1927. Okay, and it became popular in the 30s. Okay, makes sense. Makes a lot of sense now that I think about it. Okay, back to what I was doing. So he wouldn't be exposed to TV, but he would be exposed to the moving pictures.
Oh, so like the moving pictures.
It's called an HMD. It's a common tool in the victim's line of work.
HTV, DVD, CD. All these newfangled letters drive me mad, but they don't matter. I know what I saw, and I'm telling the truth.
It's true. He doesn't seem to be lying.
And those are the facts, and good old black and white. Facts.
I imagine, like, right, bursts out like, "Whoa, Mr. Kudo, I'd just like to say that facts don't care about your feelings."
The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side of the green lens of his specs.
So the victim was wearing an HMD.
HTV, CD, DVD, what does it matter?
It was none of them actually, but anyway. And you're sure that he was wearing the earpiece on the same side?
No question. I can only see that side of his head from where I was sitting.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious if you look at the floor plans. From the opposite table, he'd only have a view of the side of the victim's head.
He kept fiddling with all the time.
It seems you kept an eye on Mr. Glenelg.
He was getting on my nerves, wrestling that newspaper and fiddling with his earpiece all the time. And then he went and made all that fuss dying from one sip of Javachino. It should have been me. I was waiting for it the entire day. I wanted to say to him, "Calm down, you young brat." Just looking at him made me suddenly speed up my seating. I could have choked, which is what I wanted the whole time.
Like, imagine like there's it was like an accidental death and then a possible murder in the same scene, and then Jean Armstrong's like, no, my beautiful restaurant. How could this happen? Oh god, that's gonna be a nightmare scenario for Jean Armstrong. For God's sake, like, if he doesn't like get like good PR soon, he's gonna lose the business. So I take it the victim was a walking ball of nervous energy.
He was fiddling with it just before he picked up the cup too.
The earpiece you mentioned, which hand did the victim touch it with?
You're one of those people, aren't you?
Yeah, I may bet for the same team, but we're not gonna dwell on that. Okay, yeah, we're not gonna talk about it.
You're the type that uses your left hand to get things out of your right pocket, or fastens your left cuff with your right hand. And when the tour guide says, "On your right side, you'll see the famous blah blah," you're the only one who deliberately looks left. Well, aren't you?
No, I didn't mean.
Obviously, you used the hand on the same side of his body that the earpiece was in. Ow! Ow!
Ow! So if he had the HMD on his left side, then it was his left hand, I guess.
And then he used the same hand to pick up the cup, his left hand.
Oh, we forgot to do it. Okay. But even so, something's not quite right. Then chuck evidence at him until he breaks. But if he's not lying, there wouldn't be any contradictions in his testimony, right? Okay. Here we go. You seem very sure of yourself, Mr. Kudo.
That's because I know what I saw, no matter what tricks you try to play on me.
It looks like you really did see the guy picking the cup up with his left hand. This is a dead end. Well, Nick, what do you think? I think the guy's telling the truth. But even so, something's not quite right. Then check evidence at him until he breaks. But if he's not lying, then there wouldn't be any contradictions in his testimony, right? Alright, so let's see the evidence we have on hand. Okay, so we already established that he's very adamant that it was his left side because that's where the thing's over here. Oh, duh. The left eardrum. So, forgot. Okay. Okay. So, do we just present either him or the medication? I think it's the medication, right? Let's try it. I just saved. I should be extra sure. Okay. It's the medication, I think. Let's try the medication first and see what happens. There we go. I'm not sure what the relevance of this is, but Mr. Kudo, there is something very strange about your observations of the victim.
What?
You say he was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the HMD.
No question. You can lock me up if I'm wrong. It was his left ear, without a doubt.
Well, you're about to have some fun time in jail.
I could only see that side of his head from where I was sitting.
I don't think so.
What did you say?
You're no doubt unaware of this fact, Mr. Kudo, but the victim couldn't hear with his left ear. His eardrum was ruptured.
Huh?
Traces of medication for his condition were found in his ear canal. That's right. It's impossible that the victim was wearing his earpiece in his left ear, because he couldn't even hear in that ear.
Is that true, Captain?
It is.
I'm actually. Is that true, Captain?
It is. It's like starts like short circuiting or like starts like smoking. It's like it's all coming around him.
Pigeon! Pretty pigeon!
Order! Order! Order!
This witness's testimony is completely unreliable. He only saw the waitress from behind. And he claims the victim was wearing an earpiece when we know his eardrum was ruptured. Well, Mr. Kudo?
A single drop of milk is all it takes.
No, sorry.
A single drop of milk is all it takes to destroy the pure black magic in the cup. This old man is my drop of milk.
Captain, are you calling me a drip?
Yes.
This is the victim's coffee cup in which the potassium cyanide was found. The mark on the rim clearly shows that the victim picked it up with his right hand.
I'll never back down. I know I'm right. The lad drank with his Javachino with his left hand.
Let me put you out of your mystery. Clearly the victim used both hands. He took a sip of the coffee held in his right hand and then switched it to his left. That's what the old man saw.
Impossible. The witness has already testified on numerous occasions that the victim died immediately after taking just one sip of the coffee.
Which hand the victim used to pick up his cup is irrelevant, Your Honor. The facts still stand. With one hand or the other, Mr. Elk drank the poisoned coffee. Like this.
Sadly, Mr. Kudo, that doesn't wash. The point of this testimony was to establish whether the witness's memory is credible. And the results are clear.
Sorry.
The testimony given by this witness is useless. Also, how did this mask bend?
I believe it is time to conclude today's proceedings. I am satisfied that the witness is not deceiving the court. But to be frank, his testimony is a farce.
Did you have to be so frank?
Yeah.
Yes,
Take that, you pompous old phony.
I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo. You can't reach me from there. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha.
Imagine it's like that. It's like,
I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo. You can't reach me from there. Ha 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 ha. You are a loser. I'm ordering the defense and the prosecution to investigate this case further. That is all for now. This court is adjourned. Now everybody out. What?
Wait! If we stop now, where does that leave me?
Leave you, Mr. Kudo?
Thanks to that blue-suited young upstart over there. I'm just a bumbling old man who can't even dot his T's or cross his I's now.
how is your bad memory my fault?
I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but there's nothing I can do.
I've kept my mouth shut until now, but there's something else the court should know.
What? There's more? It's like,
What?
there's more.
To be perfectly honest, it might not be anything. But I want another chance. I want another crack at you, you young shark.
Me? He's looking at me like I'm some sort of evil shogun.
Well, everyone, what do you say to one final showdown? The final chapter in this eccentric old man's scrapbook.
Sorry, Gramps. I've already had my 17th cup of coffee.
What have you got to lose, Captain? I'll give you all the Javatino you want if you come to my house after the trial. I may be 68 years old, but Victor Kudo is still a man.
That's enough, witness. I believe it would be quicker for the court to just hear your testimony.
You bet, much, much quicker.
I can't believe this is happening.
You better get ready, youngster.
I get the picture. Just quit throwing those seeds at me, would you? He's got some... Excuse me. He's got to be using some sort of infinite ammo code with that box of seeds. Literally, is this seed box like infinite or like has no bottom whatsoever?
First of all, I want to stress that this might be nothing. I'm not too sure of myself. The young boy slumped over the table as soon as he took one sip of his Javachino. Well, the clumsy idiot upset the vase. He knocked it right over. It broke, and the strip of cloth covering the table got completely soaked. Well, how about that? Turn things upside down, huh?
Everyone's like,
Is that all?
Yes, that's all. I remember it perfectly. You're doubting me again. You're doubting a poor, defenseless old man.
No, we are not doubting you, Mr. Kudo.
don't you get the feeling there's a question hanging on everyone's lips, Nick? Yeah. So what? So what, probably. That's all I can think of, and I have to cross-examine this guy.
You're a bird brain. That's why that's all you can think of.
Says the guy who's currently eating seeds he feeds to the pigeons.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your final cross-examination, please.
And Wright's like, you're serious. All right, here we go. Okay. Is there anything? Oh, duh. Well, this is a no-brainer, but still, gotta be careful. You can never be too sure. Everyone's like, Mr. Kudo, this is a photograph of the crime scene.
So what?
Look carefully at the table. The vase is there, intact. It's like, the vase is there, intact. Huh? How do you explain this? Do it. I dare you.
Huh?
Lost your tongue, Granddad?
I'm no granddad of yours, Hopscotch. Ow, ow, ow!
Enough. If you throw any more seeds in this courtroom, the cleans.
Ah!
What is it now?
I just remembered something.
Yes. Go on.
The broken vase. It was on my table. Sorry.
What?
Well, you see? It startled me when that young black collapsed. So I stood up. That must have been when it fell over. The vase on my table, I mean.
The vase on your table?
Yes, it was on. It's like, yes, it was on my table. And that's how my groin came to be completely soaked.
Huh? What the fuck?
Well, thank you, Mr. Kudo. You certainly earned your kudos for today.
I'd like to ask a question now, before I embarrass myself further. Have I been any use at all?
Yeah, you've been useful at us for having entertainment today. Thank you.
Perhaps that's something you should reflect on yourself, Mr. Kudo.
Wait a minute. If that's the case, there's more. I've got more to say. Oh yes, I remember something now.
Bailiff, escort the witness out of the courtroom now.
Wait, listen to me.
He's like getting dragged away.
Well, we seem to have been considerably sidetracked, and I am still not in a position to deliver a verdict.
Huh?
The defendant has not been positively identified as the waitress in question. Additionally, there are two disparities in the testimony we have heard thus far.
The mark on the coffee cup that the victim supposedly drank from with his left hand, and the earpiece, which was inserted into his left ear, out of which he couldn't hear. Wow, Nick, you did it!
I therefore require both the defense and the prosecution to further investigate the facts.
Yes, Your Honor.
Fine, Your Honor.
There is one more thing before I call today's session to an end.
One more thing, Your Honor?
The witness we just heard from. He is most insistent that his testimony should be of use. So he summarized it accordingly into this statement.
Okay.
You may each have a copy of it if you wish. Here, one for you, one for you. Everyone in the gallery, you get one too.
Whatever. The prosecution doesn't need props like that.
Kudo's really mad, huh? Yeah, I would be too.
Very well. Here you are then, Mr. Wright. There are 3 copies. My own, yours, and Mr. Kudo's. Sorry for the gallery. I thought I had more.
Yes, Your Honor. Victor's testimony added to the court record. When the incident occurred, I broke the vase at my seat. I'm sorry. When the incident... Okay, it's not even a hike. That's not a haiku, what I'm talking. I'm sorry? This isn't a piece of testimony. More like a 5-year-old's apology. What the heck are we supposed to do with 3 copies?
That's all. This court is adjourned. Now please get out of my house.
I feel like I imagine like he's like, whenever we have stuff like this, like just like, can I just go home? I'm tired. Alright, let's get back into it.
So how do you think the trial went on this morning?
How do you think it went?
It got a bit crazy in there. I just wonder if that killed our chances.
Yeah, I guess it did get out of hand. Mr. Kudo's testimony did nothing to help us. Plus, now we don't even know the identity of the waitress who laced the coffee.
All we know is what old Mr. Kudo saw. Mr. Kudo saw the apron straps, and the ribbon.
And that the victim was wearing an earpiece when his eardrum was ruptured.
Talk about a terrifying case of contradictions.
Time to play doctor and find ourselves a cure then, huh?
Yeah, we've got to find one for Maggie, or she's going to have a terminal case of guilty.
Alrighty, so let's get out of here.
Okay, Nick, whatever you say. Looks like Gumshoe's not here.
Never mind that. What's going on? It feels different in here somehow.
You think?
Yeah. Everyone seems to be on edge.
What are you doing?
Hey,
What are you doing, huh? Calling the officers for the briefing, quick! Can't you shut...
can't you... that's not the Gumshoe.
Can't you shut down the station server?
Chief, quit playing on the internet.
But my email pen pal. No. But my email pen pal. 1337 Asian Princess.
Save it for later. I'm turning it off now.
No! 1337 Asian Princess!
Everyone's keeping busy in here, huh?
Keeping busy? More like panicking if you ask me. Something's going on. Something big. Okay, so give me 1 second. There you go. I think they're getting hacked at this moment. I guess Maggie's still in questioning.
But we've got questions to ask her too. Maggie! Maggie!
Keep it down, Maya. This isn't a playground, you know? Okay, here you go.
Empty as usual.
Yeah, and it's lunchtime too. That's it. Come on, come on, come on. Hey, that sounds like...
Now just call an 8, pal. Come on, I know you can.
He's getting really worked up about something.
No, that's the wrong number. Looks like an 8, but would only have netted me $5 anyway. What a ripoff.
What's the problem, Detective Gumshoe?
Huh? Oh, it's you. I was just
Why am I making him sound like a weird creep?
I was just listening to the radio, pal.
To the radio?
Hey, Detective Gumshoe, what ear were you listening out of? Hey, Detective Gumshoe's not having lunch here.
He is. And he's having the twin tea set.
What can I say? I'm so hungry, pal.
Time to talk to this man.
Oh, this is a nightmare. How am I supposed to look Maggie in the eye now, pal?
You really drove her into a corner, you know.
You always blow apart my testimony. Why of all days did you do it today?
Sorry. Just weren't any holes in it, for once.
Yeah, what happened? Usually your testimonies are like Swiss cheese.
Swiss cheese? I was hoping it was more like a mozzarella.
Exactly. Would he have preferred crumbly like aged Parmesan? Anyway, this case has already been ruled on. There shouldn't be any holes left to find.
So, did Maggie say anything to you? About me, I mean?
Well, how did she put it again? I can't believe Detective Gumshoe. I hate him, sir. I mean it. I don't ever want to see him again. Something like that.
Imagine that was like Maya channeling Maggie. All of a sudden, it's like, how'd you say it again?
I never want to see Detective Gumshoe again. I never want to see him ever again. You hear me?
Or something like that. And then Gumshoe's like,
Oh, wait, what was that thing you just did? Was that like a magic trick? Are you good at impressions?
I guess you could say that too. Something like that.
Wah. Wah. Wah.
Waluigi.
Please, Detective Gumshoe.
It's like,
Wah. Wah.
But please, Detective Gumshoe. I didn't mean...
Why? Why is this happening?
He's banging his head against the wall, Nick.
oh man, poor Gumshoe.
Oh.
Be careful that pencil in your head too. Be careful of that. So, did you like the twin tea set?
I never paid that much money for lunch before. I was so nervous. My hands were shaking. I was so nervous my hands were shaking.
So, how did it taste?
Well, for 20 bucks, I guess. I don't know how to describe it, really. It was delicate.
Delicate?
You mean you liked it? It didn't taste bad to you?
What's the matter with him? Oh, what's the matter with him?
Looks like he's thinking.
That's it. I've been trying to think of the right word to describe the taste. And I just realized, it's bad. That's it. It tasted bad. It's just kind of hard to admit to yourself when you pay 20 bucks for it, you know.
Maybe he should have found out about the price after he had finished eating.
Hey, Nick. Maybe that's why Glen Elk came here. Maybe he heard all about the super fierce twin tea set. Super fierce.
If by fierce you mean fearsome. Speaking of Glen Oak, that reminds me. We still hardly know anything about the guy.
Why don't we ask Detective Gumshoe when he knows, seeing as he's here?
Okay, you also gotta present him. That's right.
So what were you all excited about earlier?
Huh?
That's right. You said you were listening to the radio or something?
Oh, there was nothing. I wasn't excited. No, wasn't at all. I'm not excited.
Come on, Detective Gumshoe, you can tell little old me. What were you listening to?
Nothing really. It was just the daily exercise show. Yeah, that's what it was. The daily exercise show. A lot of exercise was going on in that program.
Oh boy, here we go. Okay, it's just one. What the? A cyclock?
This lunch special's lobsters are great. Oh yeah, it's delicious.
Then why are there tears in your eyes?
Exactly. Okay, let's present Glen Elk's profile to him. We need more info.
This guy was a real programming genius. They called him the walking computer at the place where he worked.
What happens when he crashes though? Does he just stop moving all of a sudden?
Ugh. He wasn't literally a computer, Maya. I mean, obviously, he could be. We can't deny the possibility that Glen Elk was a robot.
Anyway, there's nothing between Maggie and the victim.
Yeah, that's what we found out yesterday too.
Hey, Detective Gumshoe, don't you have any information that's a bit more fun?
Fun? Oh, I know. So, have you paid a visit to where Mr. Elk worked yet? You might as well.
His workplace? Where's that?
A computer firm called Blue Screens Inc. or something like that.
Sounds like a real stable company. This could be fun, Nick. Let's go!
Computers aren't really my thing, Maya.
We'll be fine. I know all about the high-tech stuff. I know about them emojis. I know about them Facebooks and MySpaces.
I wonder about that.
It's just around the corner from this joint. You should take a look.
A computer firm called Blue Screens Inc., huh? Can we present Maggie to see what happens?
Maggie's probably crying all alone right now, huh?
Yeah, thanks to you, you son of a bitch.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Maya, don't torch poor Gumshoe's feelings like that. Oh, sorry. Maya, don't torch poor Gumshoe's feelings like they're cups of cheap creme brulee. You're really crazy about Maggie, aren't you?
No. I'm not. It's not that at all.
You don't have to hide it, Gumshoe. It's pretty obvious.
Yeah, you're way too plain looking for Maggie, right?
I'd arrest you right now if you weren't so right. It's like, shut up.
Okay, so time to present the Magatama. Alright, Detective Gumshoe, tell me the truth. What were you listening to?
No way, pal. Now that you've made a big thing out of it, I'm not gonna tell you.
We'll see about that.
Pow. It's like a magic giant pea pop. Wait, I can back up for this one.
We'll see about that.
Pow. Considering all the noise you were making while you were listening, it's pretty clear what kind of radio program it was. I'd say it was related to this, the testimony from yesterday, from this morning. Oh no, yesterday. It was yesterday. I'm right, aren't I? You were listening to the lottery results, weren't you? You thought you tried to win big, just like Glen Elk did.
It's like you can see right through me.
Huh? I've cracked him already.
See, pal? That's why I said it was nothing.
Okay, at least I was over and done with like that. 'Cause Lord knows I could do it. Never do like a giant cracking one.
I'm usually pretty lucky, so I figured I'd give it a try.
What's with everyone in the lottery? So, how did it go?
I won 50 cents. It'd be better to win nothing at all than a half a lousy buck. I was so mad.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
I bought the same kind of ticket as Mr. Elk, see? They've got this special radio show where they announce the winning numbers. They even do the drawings live on the air. It's intense, pal.
I bet that's what Mr. Elk was listening to on the day he was killed.
Yeah. What time is it now?
It's just after 1:30.
And are the lottery results always broadcast at the same time?
Yeah. Look, I got this flyer when I bought the ticket.
Millionaire radio flyer added to the court record. Millionaire radio? That sounds cool. I want to try it, Nick.
Then buy a ticket, Maya, with your own money. He's like, I want to try it, Nick. And he's like, okay, Maya, you can buy a ticket with your own money. she's like,
you know what? I don't need to be a millionaire right this second, you know. I'll do it later.
okay. Hey, let me check the kitchen, see if there's anything else.
Huh? Mr. Armstrong's talking to someone. I'll be back next month.
Wait, naturellement. I will be waiting for you. I almost did the V again, Jesus Christ.
If you haven't got it by then, I'm afraid it might get a little hot around here.
Oh god. I want to do like Wednesday Addams kind of voice, but at the same time it's like, I don't really know what kind of voice. I want to give her just a regular, like creepy voice. God. That's how I honestly think for her. Oh, 1 second. Okay, there we go. Here, okay. It's like,
if you haven't got it by then, I'm afraid it might get a little hot around here.
or like, oh, I have an idea. Like the ghost children from Coraline.
If you haven't got it by then, I'm afraid it might get a little hot around here.
There.
No, I will have everything. I will have everything ready. I promise. I love fire, you know. I love the way it crackles. No, no, no! Stop it! I beg you! Then don't let me down. I'll be watching you. Bye-bye. Mais non! This is not necessary! You can trust me, mademoiselle! Talk to anyone, and I'll drive a knife right through your heart. Oh no! You do not have to worry. You know, you worry far too much. Maybe this will help you relax. It is the oil of sandalwood. I do love raw meat from time to time. Oh! I'll be taking my leave. Goodbye. For now. Like the only time like she has any emotion. I'll be taking my leave. Goodbye. For now. Oh, I have the shivers. I must rub some of my oil all over my body before I become the nervous wreck. There! Oh, that feels good. Ugh. It's like Phoenix walks in at the wrong moment. Hey, Mr. Armstrong, where do you? Ah! It's like, oh, Mr. Wright, bonjour. Can I interest you in helping me put on my oils? And Phoenix is like, I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see that. Ooh la la, excusez-moi, monsieur. My eyes! My eyes! Yep, he basically walked in at the wrong moment. Like, my eyes! My eyes! He's like in the sink, he's like scrubbing his eyes. He's like, he's like, am I really that ugly, Mr. Wright? Ah! Your eyes. You have trouble with your eyes. You need this. La oil of sandalwood. Isn't this just the leftovers of what you were just using? Wait. You don't exactly have many customers, do you, Mr. Armstrong? No, you are right, monsieur. But perhaps that is the perfect time for you to visit me, no? That way I can give you my undivided attention and cook for you la dish supreme. Sorry. Putting on a brave face, huh? That's what girls do, Nick. That's what girls do, Nick. But you're right. Business is very difficult these days. Perhaps the name's the problem. People do not understand it. They think it is true. I just wanted people to think that my restaurant was exclusive. But they think you just serve fast food on cheap plastic trays? Nick, that's the kind of thing that can make a girl cry. Have you forgotten that Mr. Armstrong is a man, Maya? Well, don't be so rude, Nick. Gender is very fluid, just like sexuality. Don't forget that. But this restaurant is my life. It is everything to me. I will defend it to la finale. Okay. I will defend it to la finale. No one will take it from me. No one will take you. It's like Phoenix is like, no! So who was that woman you were just talking to? Oh la la, you saw that. Don't worry, monsieur. She means nothing to me. I do not swing her way, if you know what I'm talking about. Well,
Yeah, sorry.
So, who was she? She looked so polite and graceful.
Polite, graceful, graceful.
And she likes raw meat and fires, right?
I'll be back next month. Oui, naturellement. I will be waiting for you. If you haven't got it by then, I'm afraid it might get a little hot around here. No! I will have everything, I promise.
Now that I think about it, hey Maya, I think it's pretty clear what kind of conversation they were having. You think so? Well then let's show him that piece of evidence and see what happens.
Okay, I love the music when it comes to Tribulations. It's always so much fun. Okay, is there anything about an arson? Well, no, but it's also the money.
So long as that paper exists, I am but a delightful angel with the broken wings.
An angel, huh? Doesn't bode well when you think about it. An angel, huh? Doesn't bode well when you think about it, huh? When you think about it.
Oui, they kept harassing me month after month. In the end, I had to give in. I agreed to help them.
Help them? With what?
Mais bien sûr, if I did not owe them the money, I would have refused. But my hands were tied.
Please, what did you agree to help them with?
No, I cannot say. If I tell you that woman, she will slice me up and serve me avec fromage, and eat me with la salad garnish.
Ew. I hope he doesn't mean that he'll literally be sliced up and served with garnish.
But monsieur, don't you want me like that?
I'm going to guess that woman has something to do with your loan contract. Am I right?
Oh!
Please, Mr. Armstrong, tell us about that woman.
Okay. No, I will not talk about her. I don't talk about her. No, no, no.
The woman who was here earlier. I take it that she's
Why has it come to this? What a tragedy. Suddenly, I find myself so deep in la debt. It is a sign of la... Suddenly, I find myself so deep in la debt. It is a sign of la bad world we live in, oh?
No, I'd say it's more of a sign of a bad culinary skills.
True. Very true.
The woman who was here, the scary woman, she is from the loan office.
Loan office? Is that where you borrowed $500,000 from?
Oui, tender lender, it is called.
Catchy name. Just hearing it makes me want to borrow some money.
Please, you must not borrow from them. If you must, no more than $10.
$10? Sounds like you're Phoenix, what is this roast right here? $10? Sounds like your whole monthly stipend, Maya.
Hey, I get a bit more than that, thank you very much. So, Tender Lenders is the loan office you borrowed $500,000. So, Tender Lenders the loan office you borrowed $500,000 from, huh? I wonder if they got anything to do with this case.
It's like she's like, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about? I am a weak woman. When I am upset, I have to buy something nice to cheer me up. Thanks to him loaning me the money, I have to pay back $500,000 now. I am like a slave. I have to do everything that he tells me. Everything.
Who is this he?
The tiger.
The tiger?
Me. He is the manager of the Tender Lender, a terrifying man, the big city mobster.
When he shouts at me, my knees are trembling and his voice is ringing in my ears for 3 days. And I like it that way, monsieur. As soon as I hear the noise of that battered old scooter he rides, I start to cry. A big city mobster who rides a battered old scooter? Does this guy resemble me by any chance? Oh, no. This man is as a presence. This man has a presence. A most formidable personality. Also, he does have less spiky hair just like you. There is a resemblance there. I so bon.
My God, I hate myself for doing Armstrong like this, but I have to. He's iconic for a reason.
Sounds like this loan office is worth checking out after all. If you want to visit Tenderlander, it is just beyond Vitamin Square. Hey Nick, if you need money, I can loan you some. As long as it's less than $3. Thanks for the offer. Just beyond Vitamin Square, huh?
Wait, do you have anything to say to me? Anything else we can ask him? Not much. No, not really. No, of course not. Okay. Can I ask him about him? I don't think so.
This old man. He is a regular here. My specialty of cappuccino and cold water is one of his favorites. Was he here at the time of the incident? Oui, he was here. I am sure of it. When the incident happened, the old man was here. Huh? Ask about the victim. The dead man. The first in my restaurant, and not the last.
Oh God, he's the killer all along. It was Armstrong who did every single murder in this case.
No way! You mean the first customer you ever had?
No.
It was the first time I've had a dead man in my restaurant. Such a shame to lose a customer after only his first meal here.
Oh, oops, I dropped something. There it is, yeah. Okay, I'll get it later.
Maggie, anything we can ask about her? Oh, how it hurts me to see that poor girl's face. Maggie's? I heard she was superhumanly unhappy. Okay. Superhumanly? And if she hadn't come to work for me, she wouldn't have got into this mess. Huh? I'm missing something here, aren't I? Je suis désolé, Maggie. Forgive me.
Anything? No, we can't talk about it. Talk about anything else. Okay, let's get the hell out of here.
Well, I'm gonna head back to the precinct now. Got a big meeting started in a bit.
About Maggie's case, you mean?
Well, that's pretty much wrapped up now. There's another big case going down at the moment, so she's being pushed aside.
Okay, well, see you later then. Hope you don't end up with Maggie.
Thanks, pal. Bye.
He's like,
Well, screw you too.
oh,
Huh?
you better get going, detective, or you'll be late.
Actually, I've kind of got a favor to ask. It's a big one.
A favor?
Yeah, it's for, Maggie, actually. I was kind of hoping you'd give this to her for me.
What is it?
It's a lunchbox. I got up early so I could make it. I've been really worried about her. She looked like she'd lost a lot of weight.
Detective Gumshoe. How many weenies are in here? There's not a person on Earth who could down this much meat.
Phoenix was like, oh, don't look at me.
You think? I love weenies. I can't get enough of their tender juiciness. So will you give it to her? It took me ages to make, so please say you will, pal.
I can't exactly say no, can I? Gumshoe's lunchbox given to Maya to carry.
It's not even the court record. It's giving to Maya to carry.
Maybe I'll eat it myself if I get hungry.
Don't forget, okay? I'm counting on you to give that to Maggie.
He's finally gone.
Okay, let's get out of here. Let's see. I think we can go to. Oh, here we go.
I don't see any sign of Mr. Kudo, do you?
Maybe he went to buy another ton of bird seeds. I was kind of hoping he wouldn't be here anyway. At least not for now. Besides, any more seeds today, and I'm liable to turn into a real phoenix. Oh, can we take a look at this? Hello, birdies.
Hey, check this out.
I wouldn't get too close to that if I were you. Otherwise, you might be in for a shock. My phone, you must be looking someplace nearby. Just imagine, a tiger loose in the city.
Meanwhile, the real phoenix is like an abandoned chick, lost in a vast urban jungle. Huh? Don't worry. Someday you'll grow up and become a ferocious tiger too. Don't lose hope.
Why is she trying to pep talk me into becoming my phony? Okay, so let's get out of here. There we go. Tender lender.
This place gives off a really strange vibe, doesn't it?
Looks like the tiger isn't in his lair. And that is, as they say, a very good thing. Welcome, welcome. Talk about a creepy voice. It makes your soul want to shrivel up and die. You're here. You're here to discuss Salome? No, not exactly. The manager is away at the moment. Wait quietly, please.
She's gone, just like that.
I guess we'll just have to come back another time.
But this is the perfect opportunity, Nick. This place reeks of suspicion. Come on, Nick. Let's take a look around, okay?
She's like grabs everything. Do you think he'd be okay?
Of course not. Who the frick cares?
Coffee.
Ah!
I'll leave it here for you to enjoy quietly. Yes, thank you. Do not touch the desk, please. Oh, God.
Nick, let's get out of here.
Now she wants to get out of here. I'm not touching the desk, am I?
Oh no, someone's dropped the ashtray on the floor. That's going to be a nightmare to clean up.
Yeah, it's all over the rug and everything.
I accidentally knocked over a really big space heater once. Cleaning up was such a pain. It was one of those super antiques where you have to burn a ton of charcoal.
How did she manage to knock one of those over? Aren't they supposed to be super heavy?
Oh hey, there's a book of matches here too.
Matches, huh? Bases don't give those out much nowadays. Hey, wait a second.
What is it?
Look what's printed on its cover. It says Tribulations.
Tribulations matches added to the court record.
These matches could come in handy. We might be able to use them.
Yeah, the pilot light for the office boiler keeps going out.
Swing and a miss, Maya. Swing and a miss. Okay. Okay, there we go. I don't think there's, yeah, no, figured. Okay, no. The Daruma doll.
Hey, look at this. Look at this Parisian style coat. It's so chic.
Looks more like a pimp coat to me. Guess I haven't got an eye for fashion. Well, he probably is a pimp on the side.
Hey, look at this. This suit is the same color as the one you wear, Nick.
The same color as my suit.
Keep your voice down, Maya.
Nick, you've got to take a look at this.
Some cake. I'll just leave it here. And stop screaming. You hear me? Stop screaming.
She's like sulks away.
Yeah, sure. Thanks.
Just wait here quietly. Otherwise...
Sure. Did you hear that, Nick? Wait quietly, she said. Help me, Nick.
Yeah, sure.
I have my eye on you. Only so I can take care of you. Understand?
She's like,
Understand?
I'm scared, Nick.
so? What were you getting so excited about before?
Look on the lapel of this suit.
That's an attorney's badge.
Is the tiger a lawyer?
No way. Look at this thing. It's made of paper.
Paper badge added to the court record. For some reason, your badge suddenly looks really cheap to me, Nick.
Why doesn't anyone recognize an obviously fake badge when they see one?
Let's see. This round doll thing is called the Daruma, I think. I figured I'd read a book or two and be more cultured in case you were wondering.
You mean you aren't making stuff up for a change?
I bet you also didn't know that no matter what, he'll always right himself. Go on, Nick. Give him a good shove.
Only if I feel like dying.
Now this yellow thing, this is a Japanese chess piece. I think it's a king. Not that I'm an expert or anything. I'm more of a reversey person, you know?
Assuming she knows what she's talking about, these aren't exactly your typical mobster wannabe items. They're not trophies, are they?
Hey! There's a piece of paper sticking out from under here.
What is it? A repair bill. Looks like he did some repair work on his car. Does he even have one? $15,000 to replace a bumper and a light? That's insane!
The car's registered to the Cadaverinis?
Okay, Cadaverini. Isn't that a little bit too on the nose for these people? Oh god. Huh. So it's not even the tiger's car. Why would someone else's repair bill be in the tiger's office?
Repair bill added to the court record.
That's one impressive desk on one impressive rug.
It's solid gold, Nick. Gold! Just look at that shine. Oh, only real gold shines like that.
Would you really want such a shiny desk, though?
I don't know, but let's see what it's like to sit at a gold desk. Solid gold desk. Wow, I completely dazzled.
That's because it's completely dazzling.
I can see up my nose in the reflection. That's gotta be. It's like, I can see my nose. That's gotta be really distracting.
So the desk isn't practical. No surprise here. There. There's a CD player on the desk, but the desk is so loud it's a wonder you can hear it.
The lid's open. I wonder what kind of music the tiger's into.
Have you finished the coffee?
Ah! Yes, thanks. It was lovely.
So, you drank it all?
It's like, oh no, sorry.
So, you drank it all? Huh, huh, huh. If you touch anything else that doesn't belong to you, there's always another cup. Bye.
The coffee, it was laced with something. I'm almost sure of it.
Nick, my stomach, it's killing me. Oh, wait. Maybe it was just the burger I ate for breakfast.
I sure hope so. We better take a look at that CD while we're still alive and have the chance. What the?
What? It's not the Rocco soundtrack, is it? Claw of the Tiger?
Oh my god. They didn't just make a Rocky reference. Oh no. Not the localization team making my head hurt again. Oh god. Okay. We'll roll with it.
We'll roll with it, okay.
What? It's not the Rocco soundtrack, is it? Claw of the Tiger?
It's a demo CD.
The artist's name has been handwritten on the disc on the disc in pen. MC Bomber. What? This must be the CD Maggie told us about. Let's listen to it. I bet it's heavy metal.
No way. That woman will make us drink more coffee if we do.
MC Bomber added to the court record.
Oh no. Come out from under the desk, Maya. What are you two snooping around in my office for?
Nothing. We were just... my precious carpet. You got ass in my rug.
You gotta wish your ugly feet never came through my door. It wasn't us. You wanna argue with me? Is that what you're doing? You think you can keep taking me on? You wanna argue with me? Is that what you're doing? You think you can take me on? I'm gonna flatten you two into pancakes and turn you into my new rugs.
Maya's on the hill.
Oh, Don Tigre, you're back.
That voice. It's like evil seeping into your head through your ears.
I'm sorry, Don Tigre.
Don Tigre, my god.
I knocked over that ashtray earlier, and...
Has she got a death wish or what?
Oh, right. Oh, right. Huh? Forget about it, Violetta. It's nothing.
What? What? He's like, what the? What?
Huh? I ain't gonna be mad at you. You're too cute, you hear? I ain't gonna get mad at you. You're too cute, you hear?
That's so unfair.
Here, have some cookies. I just baked them, and you'll need some strong espresso while you're discussing your loan.
Phoenix right. Yes? You's either crazy or just plain stupid to chase after me. I worked so hard, but now you's gotta come and mess up my plan. So it was him. He's my phony. But I don't care. No one gets in my way. What? I mean, excuse me? You should have left the little girl at home, right? I have a few things I want to ask. No questions. This is the last time we meet. Wait,
please. That was pretty weak. That was pretty weak, Nick. You waited until he was out of earshot before you shouted after him. Like you're one to talk. I didn't hear you scream, hold it either.
The espresso.
Maya is gonna, like, be hoarse by the end of this meeting.
And cookies.
This woman is definitely not good for my heart. Now, what was it the tiger called her? Violetta? Violetta? So, I'm kind of curious about your company, Tenderlender.
With the warm and friendly atmosphere you'd expect from a family-sized business, a conscientious rate of interest, and an attractive repayment policy.
Why do I get the feeling this sentence is not going to end well?
We will tenderly lend you that little bit extra here at Tenderlender.
Hey, Nick, things are a bit tight for Wright & Co. At the moment, aren't they? I mean, there's that $500 you owe me from our card game for starters. Why don't you take out a loan? Would I like to take out a loan from a place like this? Not so much.
Tenderlender is on your side.
Imagine like nationwide.
Tenderlender is on your side.
So, let's say I'm late with my repayment. What happens then?
We'd give you more coffee. Strong coffee.
Right. I think I'd rather skip town. Hey, just remember, I can make strong coffee too, Nick. Strong tea as well.
Not as strong as mine. They keep dying for more. Ha, ha, ha.
So, do you know about the incident we're investigating?
What incident?
Well, a man was poisoned in a restaurant just near here. That incident.
Let me see. I was here that day with the manager.
The manager being the tiger?
Furio Tigre.
Furio? The tigre? So that's where the tiger thing comes from. It's got a real name. Nick, hurry up and find out more about him. Okay. CNN. I love doing that. All right, let's ask questions. Can I ask you about the tiger? I mean, Mr. Tigre?
Cookie?
Sure.
How do you like my cookies? I baked them myself.
Go ahead, Nick. The honor's all yours. And make sure it's not poisoned. No. Ladies first, Maya. They're like going back and forth with the cookie. No matter how I look at this, I just don't get it. What are the tiger and this scary girl doing working together?
We are lovers.
That's not exactly coming across in your tone of voice.
And I owe Don Tigre my life. He's the one who saved me.
The tiger saved you?
Please, address him properly as Don Tigre. Otherwise, I'll have to do unspeakable things.
Okay, Don Tigre. Of course, I'm sorry. You saved her life? I'd sure like to know how that happened.
I'm very frail, you see. Just recently, I died. Once.
You died?
About 4 months ago. The doctor said to abandon all hope.
I guess they were expecting her to take a boat ride across the river Styx.
But Don Tigre, he saved me. He gave up everything.
Everything?
When I found out what he had done for me, I was happy.
No offense, but I'm finding that a little hard to believe.
I decided I'd pay him back with my life by serving him coffee and espresso.
I still wonder about what's in her coffee. So, is that why you got that bandage around your head?
This?
So what's the story with the bandage?
They put it on after the operation.
Operation?
It's just a little injury. A little fatal injury.
A fatal injury? Maya just suffered one herself by the sound of it. So that injury you were talking about before, when you said you had died once. Oh, come on. Cyclops, really? 4? Ugh. She really creeps me out, Nick. Same here, but we've got to find out the truth. Okay. You know what? I think I'm having enough Cyclops to break for one day. We are gonna leave it here because holy crap, all these voices are really taking a toll on my voice. So, woo. I gotta say, it's been a while since I've done that case, and it was actually really fun to get back into it, especially with Violetta and then Don Tigre. I honestly don't know like what I'm doing with their voices. Obviously for Violetta, I'm doing the
very depressed voice. A bit dead on the inside kind of thing. That's what I'm going for.
and then obviously I'm trying to go stereotypical for what's his face? For Don Tigre with the hey, who's you saying that I'm the one who was responsible for all of this kind of thing? Who are you to decide that I'm the one who's responsible for this? Obviously, it's a very bad impersonation of a mobster or an Italian mob guy, but I'm trying to my best here. I don't have much to work with. I was like, hey, who are you to decide that I'm the one who was behind all these problems? Like, imagine a high-pitched guy. Imagine him, a 42-year-old man who's obviously like that. He's like, who are you to decide that I'm the one who was responsible for all that? It would not work well, but it'd be hilarious to see happen. And also just being able to do this case and like seeing all the characters who I've known from the past come back is always so much fun. So yeah, it's just being able to do this again and this is the point where I left off last time. So I'm actually very excited to see where this goes next. Okay, so I will be back on Tuesday. I believe I have it set for 5 p.m. Let me see what I excuse me. Sorry, I have to take a burp. I set it for 5 p.m. So that should be enough time for me to get ready for that one. Okay, so Friday I will not Friday. Today's Friday. I will be back on Tuesday for another stream. Hopefully everything will be fine. Because obviously you saw that there was some a lag in today's stream because my connection wasn't that great. So I will be back Tuesday at 5 o'clock, and then Friday same time as I did today, 3 to 5, with hopefully more on time. Hopefully nothing else comes up. And yeah, always double check my my Instagram. Obviously, that's where I'm gonna post my schedule. Well, it's when I'm gonna post when I'm about to go live. You'll find me on there. I am getting my Twitter set up. I am getting a Discord set up so that way you guys can have a more like
accurate idea of where I'm going to be going with my streams. And so I should have this done by the end of next week, I want to say, give or take. Yeah. So, well, I'll get that sorted out. But so, yeah, Tuesday, I'm going to be live 5 to 7. I'm have a setup for that. So yeah, until then, guys, thank you so much for coming in today. It was so much fun getting to play this. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Follow me on my social media. Follow me here on Twitch. And until next time, guys, I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye.